The story of Bugatti is not just about cars. It's about a dream born in the mind of one man who believed machines could be art. From humble beginnings in the early 1900s to the world's most advanced hypercars today, Bugatti's journey has been filled with brilliance, tragedy, and resurrection. This is the incredible evolution of Bugatti, a story that begins more than a century ago. The year was 1909. Ettore Bugatti, a young Italian engineer with a creative mind and a love for perfection, set up his workshop in Molsheim, France. He didn't want to build just another automobile. He wanted to build rolling masterpieces. His first car, the Type 10, was a small, light, and beautifully engineered machine that captured the essence of elegance and speed. Soon after came the Type 13, a car that would put Bugatti on the world map. In 1921, at the Brescia Grand Prix, the Type 13 defeated far bigger and more powerful cars, shocking the racing world. It was here that Bugatti earned its first taste of glory, a name now synonymous with victory, precision, and grace. As the 1920s unfolded, Bugatti became unstoppable. The Type 35, with its instantly recognizable horseshoe-shaped grille and delicate blue body, became one of the most successful racing cars in history. It won over 2,000 races and solidified Bugatti's reputation as a builder of both beauty and speed. Ettore's philosophy was simple. If it's not beautiful, it shouldn't exist. Every line, every curve of a Bugatti was designed with an artist's eye and an engineer's mind. While other manufacturers focused purely on power, Ettore's cars were built like fine jewelry, elegant, balanced, and alive. And his workshop in Molsheim wasn't just a factory, it was a studio. Craftsmen worked by hand, perfecting each piece as if it were a sculpture. Bugatti was not just creating vehicles, he was creating moving works of art. By the 1930s, Bugatti reached what many call its golden age. The company unveiled the Type 41 Royale, a car designed for kings and emperors. Measuring over 6 meters long and powered by a massive 12.7-liter engine, it was one of the most luxurious cars ever built. Only 6 were made, each unique, each breathtaking. Yet the true crown jewel of Bugatti was yet to come. That masterpiece was the Type 57 SE Atlantic. Designed by Ettore's son, Jean Bugatti, the Atlantic was unlike anything the world had ever seen. Long, low, and futuristic. Its body was made from magnesium alloy and riveted together with a distinct dorsal seam, giving it an appearance that looked decades ahead of its time. Only 4 Atlantics were ever made, and today they are worth tens of millions of dollars each. The Atlantic wasn't just a car, it was pure art on wheels. But behind this brilliance, tragedy loomed. In 1939, Jean Bugatti, Ettore's beloved son and heir, was testing one of his latest creations on a public road when disaster struck. Jean swerved to avoid a cyclist and lost his life instantly. Ettore was devastated. Jean had been not only his son, but his creative partner, the future of Bugatti. And just months later, Europe descended into the chaos of World War II. The war shattered everything. Bugatti's factory was taken over. Production stopped, and the once thriving brand was left in ruins. After the war, Ettore tried to rebuild, but the world had changed. Mass production had taken over the car industry, and the era of handcrafted luxury machines seemed to be over. Ettore Bugatti passed away in 1947, leaving behind a name that once stood for elegance, speed, and innovation. For decades, the Bugatti name faded into silence. Through the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, the brand changed hands, with small attempts to bring it back, but none succeeded. The spirit of Molsheim was gone, and the dream of Ettore Bugatti seemed like a memory. Then, in the early 1990s, the legend returned. An Italian entrepreneur named Romano Artioli decided to bring Bugatti back to life. He built a brand new factory in Campogalliano, Italy, and after years of secret development, unveiled the Bugatti EB110 in 1991. It was a bold, futuristic machine, a quad-turbocharged V12 engine, carbon fiber chassis, all-wheel drive, and a top speed of 342 kilometers per hour. It was named EB110 in honor of Ettore Bugatti's 110th birthday. The EB110 was a masterpiece ahead of its time. It was both beautiful and brutally fast, pushing the boundaries of what was possible in the early 1990s. Even Formula One legend Michael Schumacher bought one for himself. But the timing was cruel. The global economy was struggling, and the luxury car market collapsed. In 1995, Bugatti once again fell into bankruptcy. The Campogalliano factory was abandoned, and the dream faded once more into silence. But legends never truly die. In 1998, the Volkswagen Group purchased Bugatti, determined to restore its greatness once and for all. They rebuilt the historic Molsheim headquarters in France, the birthplace of Ettore's vision, and began working on something that would shock the world. That project became the Bugatti Veyron 16.4. The Veyron was a car unlike anything ever built before. It was powered by an 8.0-liter W16 quad-turbo engine producing 1,001 horsepower. Its goal was to reach a speed no production car had ever achieved, over 400 kilometers per hour. Many said it was impossible, but Bugatti engineers refused to listen. In 2005, they proved the world wrong. The Veyron broke the 400 km/h barrier and became the fastest production car on the planet. But it wasn't just fast. It was elegant, luxurious, and refined. Every Veyron was hand-built in Molsheim, each taking months to complete. The attention to detail was unmatched. Leather from the best tanneries, components machined with surgical precision, and technology that bordered on madness. Bugatti was back, and stronger than ever. The Veyron didn't just redefine speed, it redefined what a car could be. A decade later, Bugatti raised the bar once again. In 2016, the world saw the birth of the Chiron. With 1,500 horsepower and a top speed of over 420 kilometers per hour, the Chiron was both more powerful and more sophisticated than the Veyron. Named after legendary Bugatti racing driver Louis Chiron, it was a perfect blend of art and engineering. The Chiron's design was sculptural, flowing lines, carbon fiber curves, and a bold horseshoe grille that echoed Ettore's original vision. The Chiron wasn't just one car. It became the foundation for a family of masterpieces: the Chiron Super Sport, the Divo, the 110, and the one-off La Voiture Noire, which became the most expensive new car ever sold at around $18 million. Each of these cars celebrated Bugatti's history while pushing the boundaries of modern performance. The Divo was built for cornering and agility. The 110 paid tribute to the EB110, and La Voiture Noire was a modern homage to the legendary Type 57 Atlantic. And then came the bolide, the wildest Bugatti ever made. Designed purely for the track, it stripped away luxury and focused on raw performance. With 1,850 horsepower and a weight of just 1,240 kilograms, the bolide was a monster, capable of speeds that most people can barely imagine. It wasn't meant for the road. It was a statement of what Bugatti could achieve when it removed all limits. But the world of cars was changing. The future was going electric, and Bugatti, known for its massive engines and thunderous power, was at a crossroads. In 2021, Bugatti joined forces with Rimac Automobili, a Croatian company known for building the fastest electric hypercars in the world. Together, they formed Bugatti Rimac, a partnership between tradition and technology, passion and innovation. Under this new alliance, Bugatti continues to evolve. Rumors and teasers suggest that the next generation Bugatti, coming soon, will combine the mighty W16 heritage with cutting-edge hybrid or electric technology. A car that still captures the soul of Ettore Bugatti, but built for a new, sustainable era of performance. Today, Bugatti stands as the perfect balance between art and science, past and future. From the delicate craftsmanship of the 1920s to the mind-bending engineering of the 21st century, Bugatti has never stopped pursuing perfection. Every car that leaves the gates of Molsheim carries over 100 years of history, a story of resilience, creativity, and a relentless pursuit of the impossible. Ettore Bugatti once said, "Nothing is too beautiful, nothing is too expensive." It wasn't arrogance, it was belief. Belief that beauty and performance could coexist, that a car could be both a work of art and a feat of engineering. That belief lives on in every bolt, every curve, Every roar of a Bugatti engine, from the narrow roads of 1909 to the high-speed test tracks of 2025, Bugatti's journey has been a symphony of passion and power. It has survived wars, loss, bankruptcy, and rebirth. Yet through it all, one thing has remained unchanged: the spirit of excellence, the desire to go beyond what's possible, to create not just a machine but a masterpiece. So when you see a Bugatti cow, whether it's the classic Type 35, the majestic Atlantic, the fearsome Veyron, or the futuristic bolide, you're not just looking at a car. You're looking at a century of human ambition, artistry, and innovation brought to life. You're looking at Ettore Bugatti's dream. Still alive, still evolving, still racing forward, this is Bugatti, where art meets engineering and dreams become reality.